Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Residents of a quiet South Sarasota neighborhood have waited more than 2 long weeks to know more about the circumstances surrounding a fatal shooting.
And even though questions still remain in this case, tonight there are some answers. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office releasing details on the shooting at a home on Rita Street that claimed the life of James Sasser. The Sheriff's Office has released the incident report now about what they found at the home early Sunday morning 16 days ago. They say the man who lived there called them after he shot a man he says was kicking in his front door. Sheriff's deputies arrived to find a 31-year-old next-door neighbor shot and killed in the doorway. That neighbor, James Sasser, had reportedly just moved in days earlier. His co-workers at a bar in Gulfgate are still very emotional and think the homeowner should be charged.
He was the best man I ever met, and I will stand up for him every day, and we will get to the bottom of this. Everyone in Sarasota, Florida, in Ohio, where all of his family is, we will get to the bottom of this, and we will have justice for James Sasser.
2 weeks prior, the homeowner reported a break-in attempt. The Sheriff's Office says that it has no further comment while the investigation continues. We'll have more on this story tonight at 11.
A murder investigation is underway tonight in Bradenton. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies responding to a fatal shooting this morning at just around 6 o'clock at the intersection of 58th Avenue Drive and 10th Street East. 36-year-old Charles Safor Jr. was found dead at the scene. No arrests have been made yet, and no information about a suspect has been released. Anyone with information is asked to call Manatee County Crime Stoppers at 866-634-TIPS.
A Suncoast woman is facing charges after allegedly neglecting her dog. Alexandria Drew is suspected of not feeding her Border Collie mix to the point where the dog became emaciated. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates is joining us in the studio with more on this story. Bobeth.
The dog's name is Richter, and when he was adopted, he weighed about 25 pounds. But now, 6 months later, the animal weighs less than he did at 4 months old.
You see those things on TV, but you never think it's going to be your neighbor.
A Sarasota resident is speaking out after her neighbor, Alexandra Drew, turned herself into sheriff deputies.
My heart just stopped. It sank. It's absolutely disgusting, that poor animal. Like, I have goosebumps. You know, it's scary.
Drew's neighbor, whose identity has been concealed, is reacting to the pictures of Richter, a 10-month-old Border Collie mix. According to law enforcement, Drew adopted Richter from Animal Services 6 months ago, but attempted to return the dog on September 13th. She told officials the animal was a stray. But after checking Richter's microchip, Animal Services realized Drew was actually his owner. And that's when they say Drew changed her story.
Her defense was that she had been working and she had only 1 day a week off, and she wasn't able to take care of that dog during that period of time.
Drew also told officials she could not afford the $30 surrender fee for giving back the dog. And those who saw Richter's condition question if Drew fed the animal at any point since adopting him.
I actually saw the dog that day, and it was emaciated. It looked just skeletal. You could see the shoulders, the ribs. The dog looked like it had not eaten in a month or so, if not longer.
Drew has been charged with multiple misdemeanors, including cruelty to animals. And officials and her neighbors say they hope her charges send a message to others.
It's a violation of the law. Animals are important, just like a person is, and we need to make sure that we are treating these cases just like any other case.
Absolutely breaks my heart. That is just, you know, a helpless animal that, you know, needs love. And if you go and adopt it on your own, you're taking that responsibility to take care of that animal just like a child.
Drew has since bonded out of jail. As for Richter, he is at the Humane Society in Sarasota, and authorities say he's expected to make a full recovery. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. More than a dozen alleged gang members have been arrested in a more than a year-and-a-half investigation by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. But one suspect remains at large. Deputies say the gang, known as Team No Sleep, has been involved in violent street crimes and drug trafficking. The investigation started in January of 2015, and authorities have seized firearms, heroin, crack cocaine, marijuana, pills, and $6,000 in cash. Investigators are still trying to track down this man, Keith Brooks Jr., who's wanted for conspiracy to commit murder.
An increased police presence at Manatee High School today following 2 days of tension between students. That tension apparently flared up when a student brought a Confederate flag to school as part of National Pride Day during Homecoming Spirit Week. School officials say after some students complained, the flag was voluntarily turned in to the principal. But the incident led to a social media firestorm and a peaceful Black Lives Matter protest today. School district officials say the flag situation was handled correctly.
Students have freedom of expression, but if their freedom of expression causes a disruption to the school and its ability to perform its function, then the principal has the right to step in.
And they had Confederate flags with Trump 2016 on it, and a bunch of kids just felt that was disrespectful, and then the same kids were running around, saying racial slurs.
Manatee High's principal sent an automated message to parents to inform them of what happened in it. The principal said the school is taking steps to make sure everything remains peaceful.
And now for a check on our forecast, we just keep hearing more and more thunder, Bob.
Yeah, big storms, heavy rainfall, dangerous lightning now occurring across parts of west central Florida, and that's the result of this trough of low pressure. You can see it's all kind of lined up into Manatee County, especially occurring now near Anna Maria Island, also in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, getting some pretty heavy rainfall, lots of lightning right there over northern portions of Sarasota. And you can see still set up out here and more storms developing and kind of training over the same area. So we could see some localized problems with some flooding as some of the rain has been heavy at times. You can see that now still occurring near Lido as well as all the way over to downtown Sarasota. A lot of lightning there all the way from, say, north of Siesta to downtown Sarasota and over to Lakewood Ranch Parish. Also seeing some showers, and you can see it's still dotting much of the eastern Gulf of Mexico, so we'll keep a pretty good chance for scattered storms in through the night. As far as Matthew is concerned, it's still a storm that we have to keep a very close watch on. Right now, there's still a lot of uncertainty in day 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, for that matter, of next week. It is getting better organized. It has become a hurricane now. It is the 5th hurricane of the season, and there are some warnings out for the northern sections of South America, which is usually void of any kind of warnings from systems as a result of these usually staying a little bit further off to the north. We'll have more on the forecast path and track and some of the models and where they go coming up in just a few minutes. But right now it looks like it's heading off to the north by, it looks like Monday and Tuesday of next week. More on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. President Obama has signed a short-term funding bill passed by Congress to keep the government from shutting down. The legislation also provides a much-needed $1.1 billion to address the Zika virus, money that Governor Rick Scott had been continuously urging lawmakers to pass. The short-term bill will keep the government running with existing spending levels for another 10 weeks. A shutdown was looming for tomorrow.
An alert for Suncoast beachgoers. Coming up next, a no-swim advisory now in place at multiple beaches across the area. We'll list the ones that are affected.
Plus, a groundbreaking day for Suncoast Technical College.
On Animal Outtakes, every week, it's a new animal adventure. From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say. Watch Animal Outtakes this weekend on ABC7.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967. They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Ground was broken this morning on the new Suncoast Technical College campus in Northport. The new educational center will offer a variety of programs for students and adults, from culinary arts to carpentry. The new building will also be paired with a conference center and public library. The school district, Sarasota County, the city of Northport, and the state all put money into this $23 million campus.
Northport is our largest city. But our technical college didn't have a presence there. So it really was an easy argument to make when you just purely looked at geography and demographics.
Construction is set to be complete in fall of 2017.
The Department of Health issuing a no swim advisory to multiple Sarasota County beaches. Unsafe levels of bacteria have been found off Longboat Key, Siesta Beach, Turtle Beach, Nokomis Beach, and the Casey Key North Jetty. That bacteria can come from a variety of sources, including pet waste and stormwater runoff. The beaches are still open, but health officials advise anyone from going into the water until this advisory is lifted. And of course, there's red tide still around too.
It's tough.
Yeah. We'll be right back with the forecast.
Today's Hooters word of the day is Jersey. Register today's word by midnight at mysuncoast.com, and you and 3 friends could be headed to a Bucks game in style.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Lease a new 2016 Lexus ES350 for only $329, or enjoy 0.9% APR, just $329, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves in providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction, and the secret's getting out. Maybe that's why so many people have chosen to list their homes with our friendly and qualified agents. After all, it only makes sense to list with a growing agency that markets in so many places. To list your home with SWC, give us a call at our Bradenton office and ask for Eric Schrock.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Lease a new 2016 Lexus RX 350 for only $419 or enjoy 0.9% APR, just $419, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
Well, we had some rain late this morning.
Yep.
And now it's
Back
kicking
again.
up again.
Anytime during the day, showers
Yeah.
and storms. Now, things are going to kick around a little different, I think, over the weekend. We'll get more an easterly wind, but lately it has been this west flow, a trough of low pressure, little pieces of energy work their way around the Gulf and right into the coast. And boy, this is a live shot you're looking at right there, tower cam. Getting, looks like the Marina Jack dinner boat. I'm not sure if that's it, but it looks like it, doesn't it? It could be John Saputo's too, maybe. Who knows? Out there in the Gulf.
It's a big boat.
In the Sarasota Bay Area right there. Some rain around, dodging some showers. This is tower cam earlier. Get a look at 3:45, looking to the west over Sarasota Bay, clouds gathering, then all of a sudden, skies will open up as showers and storms kind of roll on through, producing some heavy rainfall and some frequent lightning. And on top of that, we mentioned it earlier in the newscast, there's always a potential for water spouts in this kind of situation. And sure enough, one was spotted by Christian Stokes off of Venice earlier today, right around 3 o'clock, allegedly, and that moving on shore but quickly dissipating. Now, as far as the viewer photos, this one just taken from Norm Schimmel. Appreciate that shot, looking out over the bridge there. The rain coming in again. So rain around as a result of this trough of low pressure and this trough kind of hanging right across north central Florida. With that in mind, we get this west to southwesterly wind flow. I mentioned that little piece of energy rotating around the trough and then working its way through our region. We saw one earlier today and then again this afternoon. Some of that rain has been pretty heavy and lots of dangerous lightning out there, so keep that in mind, folks. So you can see that quite clearly over north Sarasota from 75 from right there at Lakewood Ranch, stretching westward all the way toward Longboat Key and Siesta. Another patch of heavy rainfall with some pretty heavy lightning as well occurring in the eastern sections of Bradenton tonight along I-75 toward Waterleaf, and Parrish have had their fair share of showers and storms, but this is the main concentration of heavy weather. And the blue bolts again indicating the positively striking lightning strikes, and you can see not as many with these cells up near I-75 and looks like right there near State Road 70 and 64. But notice more showers and storms developing off into the Gulf, and they kind of training over the same area, so we could see some pretty hefty rainfall amounts, up to 2, maybe 3 inches. Not as much down south into Venice, Englewood, Northport getting some light rain now. You can hear some of that rumble of thunder there to the north of you. Currently at the airport it's 77 degrees. Dew point is at 73, and winds are calm. The pressure 30.04 inches. Showers and storms still occurring at the airport. The high today, 89, still above average, but no 90-degree temperature finally. 75 was the morning low and 93 the record set in 2002. And this was taken just at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Just 1/100th of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. One of the benefits, cooling temperatures all across our region, really, as the clouds and showers have moved in. All temperatures into the upper 70s to low 80s, even some lower 70s in Avon Park and Wauchula, 73 there at Avon Park, 82 degrees in Englewood, and Northport at 83. You can see that line extends all the way over toward Texas and Mexico. Steady stream of moisture, some real dry air just to the north of us, but unfortunately that dry air isn't going to seep southward at all. But this one is eventually going to move northward. When that makes a break to the north will determine how much we're going to get from this system here in Florida. The forecast path over the next 48 hours takes it off to the west, and then there's a big spread, and the Hurricane Center wants everyone to be informed that, you know, the day 4 and 5 error rate can be over 250 miles, and that's a big difference. It could be on the western edge of this, and the European forecast model is suggesting anywhere from just off the coast of southeast Florida to the Gulf of Mexico on day 5 and 6. So that also bears in mind. Although we're not out of the woods yet with this system, the more and more of the models trend to the north here, the better for us. But tough going for Cuba and the Bahamas at this point. But that can all change, as I mentioned. We have to wait and see how things play out over the upcoming days, especially by Sunday. We'll know when that makes that break. Whenever it makes the break, earlier the break, less chance for us. Later the break, more chance for us, and that all depends upon how strong the high is located to the north of it, which will be driving this system off to the north. If it's a stronger high and builds west and the trough over the Gulf is weaker, then we'll get a better chance of getting this system into our region. So again, it bears watching. And even though you see all those lines east of the state, there's still a chance it could head off into the Gulf, a small one at that. For boaters, winds out of the southwest tomorrow and seas running 1 to 2 feet. There'll be a light chop. There'll be some scattered storms around too. Water temperature really warm at 88 degrees, and tides upcoming, low tide at 7:16, sunset at 7:18 tonight. 40% chance for overnight storms, 76. And then tomorrow, more storms from the Gulf and the rain chance at 40% at any time during the day. The extended forecast, really watching the tropics closely, and the rain chances increasing through Sunday, Monday, and even into Tuesday of next week. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. The head of Centerstone's Florida operations is retiring. Mary Ruiz announcing her retirement after nearly 30 years with the organization, which provides mental health and addiction recovery services and has been at the forefront of the fight against heroin on the Suncoast. Her last day will be in December. At that point, Chief Clinical Officer Melissa Larkin Skinner will become the interim CEO.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, everything's coming up roses, and we'll tell you where to find it in Suncoast Scene.
Trump, Clinton, the battleground blitz is on. But who has the edge with undecided voters? Tonight, with just 40 days to go, this is where America turns for the race to the White House. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
The moment we've all been waiting for is here. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we reveal the results of our guide dog naming contest. Southeastern Guide Dogs is here to show us our puppy's pick, plus give last-minute advice before we bring them home. We'll preview Eat Like a Local Restaurant Week, plus Florida Studio Theater's new season, and Philippi Creek Oyster Bar is in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation, and everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts, and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Complimentary maintenance included. At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Well, fall is here, and you may not know it by the temperature, but it is pretty obvious by all the new stage shows opening this weekend.
ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us with Suncoast Scene. Linda.
The Manatee Performing Arts Center opened its fall season last week with My Fair Lady. It runs until October 9th, so check it out. And there's lots more going on. Here's Suncoast Scene. The second annual Beer, Bands, and Barbecue returns to the Sarasota Polo Club in Lakewood Ranch Saturday from noon to 7 p.m.
We're going to have 8 bands, local bands, so a lot of the bands that people know today that are in the area. We also will have the Bud Light Express, which is a party bus, so that will be out there. We'll have 10 beers on draft, and we'll have 5 caterers serving up their barbecue-inspired dishes.
There's a great lineup of bands.
We have 7 Years Past, Jaw Movement, which is a really popular reggae band in the area, License to Chill, and we also have the Sarasota Jazz Project will be out there.
Gypsy opens at the Players Center in Sarasota this week. Ellie Pattison is Mama Rose, and Ashley Figlow is Gypsy Rose Lee.
I push her to do unmentionable things, stripping, and she does it brilliantly.
Yeah, it's based on the memoirs of the life of Gypsy Rose Lee, but it's more about the relationship between mother and daughter.
Gypsy became the most famous stripper in the world, but
she rarely ever got naked. She was very witty and used her humor to get away with not actually taking off any of her clothes. She was marvelous.
That's Gypsy at the Players Center through October 16th. Friday night, Toxic Avenger, a cult movie turned rock musical, opens at the Venice Theater. Caitlin Ellis plays Sarah.
Sarah is a blind librarian. She kind of becomes the love interest of the Toxic Avenger.
He accidentally gets thrown into a vat of toxic goo and gets turned into this superhuman mutant freak, and he decides to run with that and clean up New Jersey and crime and everything else.
At the Venice Theater through October 16th. And Sunday, don't miss the Old Myaca Schoolhouse Festival and Hootenanny. And the proceeds will benefit the Old Myaca Schoolhouse. It's now 102 years old, and when you get to that age, you need a little work done.
It's knee slapping, toe tapping, hooting of a good time.
And there'll be live music.
The cow train will be here from Dankin Dairy, and the Civil War reenactors will be here as well. We'll have food to spare, desserts, wheel of cake. For a mere quarter, you can win a cake.
And the Hootenanny is Sunday from 10 to 4. Admission and parking are free. It'll be a great time as long as it doesn't rain.
That's true.
Bring your
Hootenanny.
fan with you.
Yeah, you might need it.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great night. We'll see you at 11.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, dining segments, local events, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 specialty programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device and download your free ABC7 app now.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we reveal the name and pick of our Southeastern Guide Dog puppy. Plus, Eat Like a Local Restaurant Week and Philippi Creek Oyster Bar.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today for deals worth celebrating during the Jeep Celebration event. Come shop the area's largest selection of Jeep Wranglers or check out a new Jeep Cherokee priced as low as $19,999. Stop by to see the stylish new Jeep Renegade starting at just $17,699. Or drive away in a new Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.